Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another episode of our Glory Hunter season, or Glory Hunter series, sorry. We are into season 9. We have passed the halfway stage. We have completed the January month and the January transfer window. We have some results to show you. First of all, we've completed no transfer business, incoming or outgoing, throughout the month. So let's get in and look at the games we've played already. So as we would have mentioned in the previous episode, we did play one game before the Supercopa de España semi-final and final. That was against Getafe. We did come home with a 1-0 win in that game. We'll show you the goal now, of course, scored by Benjamin Sesko in the second half. We are still viewing, as we see, a big header at the back post there, and we're still viewing in behind the goal territory. And we did, of course, have that cup win, as we've seen, and we followed that up only a couple of days later with a game against Real Betis. Mason Wood scoring the goal in a 1-0 win in the 70th minute as well. We're going through a little bit of a sort of a grinding out results kind of period here. We're not playing great football, but as we see, Quentin Timber finds a ball to Joachim Knight. He comes in on the right hand side. Keeper gets a touch on the ball to push it out, but only goes as far as Mason Woods, and he scores the winner. Following that, we then had a Copa del Rey game against Pontevedra, I think it is. We played them, of course, at this stage in the competition last year. We came away with a win, and we've done the same again with a 4-0 win. All the goals scored by Charles de Ketelaere in this game. As we see, Dominic has a shot, the ball comes back to Ruiz, and Jose Manuel finds a pass through the middle to de Ketelaere to open the scoring. De Ketelaere then scores the second goal as Malone makes a break down the left hand side. The keeper, I'm not sure if the keeper gets a touch on that, but de Ketelaere picks up on the loose ball, tuck in for 2-0. Hill then plays a ball over the top. De Ketelaere runs into it, goes around the goalkeeper to secure his hat-trick. And in the 52nd minute, we see Dominic plays a ball inside to Bacelic. He finds Samuel Justo making the run, and de Ketelaere scores to make it 4-0. There is a late consolation goal coming in the 65th minute, as we see Jay makes a nice run inside from the right and fires a ball low and hard into the far corner. A very good finish, but we came away with the win. In Champions League football, we then followed up with a 3-3 draw away to Lyon. As you may see there, we scored a couple of goals very late on to look like we were about to secure the win. And we'll show you the goals. First of all, we see Van Bommel whipping in a corner, not quite cleared, and Gap picks up the loose ball and a tremendous volley into the bottom corner. Lyon then get back in with an equaliser as Spendi is played through the middle and he fires into the bottom corner to make it 1 each. We see Spendi then combines with Fabio Silva as he finds Silveira, and he crosses the ball to Spendi to make it 2-1 in favour of the home side. In the 87th minute, then we see Joachim Knight breaking down the right hand side, cuts the ball back to Mason Woods. He equalises for 3-2, for 2 each. Sorry. Oved then gets a ball across the big deep ball into the back post, but Chelic is there to score what we thought was the winner in the 89th minute. But then a player that I've been looking at for a long time now, in the form of Brace Moreno, since my time at Inter Milan, he scores an absolute wonder strike from outside the box to pull back a point for the home side. A little bit disappointing, but again, Champions League is not something we really care about, so it's fine. We're not too worried. We followed that up with a 4-0 win at home against Valencia in La Liga action. We'll show you the goals here. Of course, we did suffer 2 injuries in this game. We did lose Hernan Amaria to an injury. We also lost goalkeeper Adrian Teo. As we see here, Mason was opening the scoring. Late on in the second half, then we see Joachim Knight going down the right hand side, and Gap passes it back to Justo. He chips it in to the back post for Van Bommel to head home. Mason Woods then involved in the second half as his pass to Van Bommel finds its way through to Ngat to make it 3-0. And as many as 8 minutes in the stoppage time, Oved whips in a corner to the back post. De Ketelaere is there to score to make it 4-0. Our final Champions League phase game comes away to Trabzonspor. Trabzonspor currently sitting bottom of the 36 teams in the league phase. Pardon me. We've come home with a 4-1 victory here, which we're very pleased with. As we see the home side take the lead from the penalty spot in the 27th minute. Jose Manuel then turns a nice through ball into the Kettler, who just lifts it over the goalkeeper to score for the equaliser. Jose Manuel then makes a break down the left hand side as he cuts it back to Samuel Justo. He scores to make it 2-1. In the 64th minute then we see Jose Manuel involved again as he runs down the left hand side, makes a lovely tackle there, a little bit of a dangerous tackle, could have been a lot worse there, but his tackle finds its way through to Oved and he puts in for 3-1. Mickey van de Ven then whips in a big deep cross to the back post and Ga is there to head home to make it 4-1. So that sees us through the league phase. We go into the next round then. We just missed out on qualification for the automatic qualification spots. We finished here on 15 points, just 1 point behind Bayern Munich. So we will go into the playoff round where we will face former clubs Inter Milan and Newcastle. We do see my previous club, Borussia Dortmund, have made it through to the automatic qualification spots. Some good teams in this round. We have Inter Milan, of course, Man City, Newcastle, Chelsea, Leverkusen, Liverpool, Arsenal, Real Sociedad, Ajax, Lazio, RB Leipzig, Lyon, and even Alaves qualifying as well. So it'll be a tough draw no matter who we get. But that takes us up to where we are currently. As mentioned, we did have transfer deadline day. It has come and gone. We didn't send any players out. We didn't bring any players in. So there's nothing really to report there. In terms of the team selection, we have Kuryakov coming in, of course, for the injured Teo. He is going to be out for another 4 weeks at this stage. And Hernan, we don't have Malone available because he is injured. We do have Manu Amor. He was linked with a move away, but the club unfortunately didn't have the finances to pay for him. So he remains at the club. Ngoy is not recommended for selection. I don't have a backup right back available. Fabio Ruiz needs a fitness test. And Palma is injured as well. He shouldn't be too far away from returning. Charles de Ketelaere has returned as the first choice striker now. He does have 15 goals. We do see that Benjamin Sesko is really in decline. He's dropped down to a 2.5 star rated player. Still only 29 years of age. I feel like it's a little bit of a shame that he's declining in the way he is. But we're going to go with as full strength a squad as we have. Obina has been complaining about not getting first team games, so we're giving him a run in the team to see if he can prove his worth. Shitalo is 32 years of age now. He is being chased by some of the Saudi clubs. But the most important detail here is that we are currently 1 point behind Real Madrid with a game in hand. Real Madrid, of course, are playing today as well at the same time as us. Real Madrid have lost a couple of their recent games. They've lost to Alaves and they also lost to, I think it was Athletic Bilbao. Actually, they lost 4-3. Malaga are 19th in the form table. We are top. Let's show them why. Absolutely. So we do have potentially a possibility of maybe not passing Real Madrid today, but we have a game in hand, only 1 point behind. It's possible that we may be in with a good shout of potentially winning the Liga this year. As Jochen Knight breaks up the right hand side, gets the ball back to Bacedic, goes to the byline, the defender clears it only as far as Farina, comes back to Woods, drives it in from the edge of the box. Mason Woods in a little bit of a fine goal scoring form at the minute. Mason Woods, he is playing exceptionally well for us. As the ball is cleared here, it comes as far as Farina, just touches it off here to Woods, and from just 18-19 yards out, drills it into the back of the net. So off to a good start. It's always very pleasing. I like to get stuck in early. As we see Farina on the left hand side finds Van Bommel, goes back inside the Woods, finds Naipan. He's having a go from distance. I think it might have been going wide, but the keeper makes a save. Van Bommel with the corner. It's going deep into the back post, but the goalkeeper claims it in the air. So currently Real Madrid are drawing with Getafe. Getafe, of course, should be an easy game for Madrid to win. As Obina clears the ball, picks up the loose ball now, makes a run up the left hand side. Looks for Farina as he moves back into position. Farina finds Van Bommel on the wing, goes past his defender. The defender does get a tackle and wins the ball, but Bacedic recovers. Van de Ven now across to Obina as we look to move the ball out to the right. Jochen Knight cuts inside. He's going back outside again. He gets away around a couple of defenders there. Cuts the ball back to Bacelic. There's a strike there, but it's over the bar. It's not a great strike, really. Farina with a throw-in. Woods brings it back to Bacelic. Farina keeps the ball, finds Bacelic again, looks for Nga, comes back to Knight. Goes around the defender again, a little too easily. Fires it in the bottom corner. 19 minutes gone and we're 2-0 up. This is very pleasing. You see Bacelic just brings the ball across to Nga here, touches it off to Knight. Looks to go outside the defender, comes back inside. And just aims it in that bottom corner to give us a 2-goal cushion. Real Madrid now winning their game. Tchouaméni has scored against Getafe. Woods touches it off, but the defender makes a challenge. Wins the ball. Good pressure on the defense here. There's a nice interception there from Bacelic. He's making a dart all the way up the line. Gets a big deep cross into the back post. Ivan Nga, I think he's got to be onside, ref. Yep. Bacelic, I'm not sure what the call was there. Bacelic goes all the way up the line. It's really deep. There's a big cross into the back post, and Nga's not the biggest of guys either. He really shouldn't be winning that header, but he's won the header, and we're 3-0 up, and that is very pleasing. So we will sit 1 point behind Real Madrid, assuming their game finishes as it is. 37 minutes now gone on the clock. It's into towards the Kettler. There's a diving header there from, I think, Carlos to clear it. Doesn't go too far as Woods now gets down the left hand side. Keeps the ball, finds a pass to somebody. Naipan hits the foot of the post, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Carlos throws in, but it's intercepted. Finds Ivan, but there's a tackle again. And we're winning all the second balls, which is great. It's good, certainly good for the retention. Good for the way we're playing. As Albina brings it right to Jochen Knight. Albina just taking his time, finds Knight again. He's getting up the line, looks for Nga, finds the space. Cross is not great, but Knight picks up the loose ball. Finds Nga again. They play a little bit of a 1-2. It's crossed into Van Bommel at the back post, but his header goes over the bar. 5 minutes to go at the end of the first half. We have a corner from the Kettler, aimed in towards the back post, but the ball is cleared. Naipan picks up, finds Van Bommel. Can we get a cross in? There's a tackler from Calvo. Farina pick up the loose ball. Nga back to the Kettler. 16th goal of the season. That is very pleasing. At 4-0 at halftime, this is becoming a very good performance. Lifted in the back post, and Nga just nods it down. The Kettler is there to score. I'm actually, after having a bit of a patchy start to the game, or to the season, the Kettler is really starting to come into the zone, especially with the decline of Sesko. I mean, Sesko's only got 7 goals so far this season, which is surprising and disappointing. As we see, Real Madrid still 1-0 up. Not a lot of action going on in this second half. We may look to make some changes. We're an hour in. So we'll give some rest. Some players. We'll bring in Samuel Justo. We will bring in... not bring in Rosales yet. We bring Timber in for Bacelic. We maybe bring in Moved for Van Bommel. Looking complacent. Timber's looking complacent. I don't like that. Should look inspired like the other two. So Knight with a throw in to Justo. Comes back to Justo. Gets a crossover. The defender clears it. Timber wins the header. Knight and Nga having an absolute storming game down this right hand side. As the ball comes to Farina. Comes back to Woods. Looks for Knight again. Gets past his man. Can he? He's back to Timber. I think he was trying to shoot from distance there as Van de Ven comes in and just bullies his way through the defenders. Freenia goes on the outside. There's a shout for a penalty here. Who has not scored for me? I don't think Freenia has scored a goal. Do you know what? We'll just keep it as it is. I'm not sure it has. No, Nga has 2 assists, not 2 goals. Calvo has injured himself in making that tackle. Penalty stands. It's going to be Mason Woods to take the strike. This will be his second goal if he scores, and he does. I think that's actually the first penalty this season that we've scored during normal time, not during shootouts. I think we've had 6 penalties. Woods, I think, has missed 1. We know Van Bommel and De Ketelaere have also missed penalties. We know that Sesko has missed a penalty. I'm going to bring Rosales in to give him his debut. And Ga played very well. We're going to bring him out, give him an opportunity for a rest. As Oved now cuts the ball back, it only comes as far as Freenia. Timber to go wide, gets away from. I mean, that's a free kick. That's not a penalty. It's outside the box. It is, yeah. It's. I thought that it didn't even look close to being. I mean, the highlight comes to nothing. As we see, Real Madrid 4-1 against Getafe. So a very good result for them. And we win 5-0 against Malaga. Very happy with the result and the way he played, absolutely. So we remain in second place. We have opened a points gap over Barcelona, which is very, very pleasing, of course. We'll look at the table in just a second once the final results come in. If and when eventually. So we've done very well, very, very pleased. Our next game is in the Copa del Rey against Ponferradina, I think that is. And if we get a look at the league table, we have opened an 8-point gap over Barcelona. We're in third. Real Madrid, as mentioned, they did lose 1-0 to Alaves and 4-3 to Athletic Bilbao. While we remain undefeated so far, it's 21 games in. Potentially getting a little bit nervous about this because we're due to lose a game at some point. But a very pleasing result. We are doing very well, which is good to see. We're going to wrap it up for this episode, and we will be back in the next episode when we will have highlights from the games against Ponferradina, Real Sociedad, Villarreal, Girona, Real Valladolid, Rayo Vallecano, and Osasuna. We do have the Champions League knockout phase still to be drawn as well, so we'll have 2 games to play in that. There probably will be a little bit of a fixture rearrangement once those fixtures are announced. But that's it for this episode. I do hope you're enjoying the progress we're making. Please leave your comments below. We would love to hear your feedback. We will see you in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much and take care. Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. It helps us to grow. It helps us to bring you more videos like this. Please also leave a like and share the video as well. And please do leave a comment. We would love to hear your feedback also. That's it for now. You can watch one of these recommended videos, but we will see you in the next one. Until then, thank you and take care.